The differences between longboarding and shortboarding are like longboards are 3 feet over your head, technically, or 9 foot or bigger. So, and then shortboards are usually in like the 6 foot range, between like 5 foot and 6, 8 or something like that. Shortboards usually have like three fins that are the same size. Longboards have like one big single fin or like two side fins and a middle fin. They're a lot like longboarding is more kind of old school in a way. Shortboarding is kind of more like driving a Corvette versus driving a Cadillac. Longboarding is much more like cruisy, mellow. You can walk up and down the board and like hang five or hang 10. I'm sure you've heard those terms before. And that's all about like hanging your toes off of the front of the board. Whether you're hanging your five toes over with 1 foot or hanging 10 is hanging your 10 toes over. Also, with longboarding, they're like wider, longer boards, so you have more glide, and you can kind of get into the wave sooner than you would on a shortboard. And you can also ride smaller waves on a longboard. So, like when the waves are small here in California, you can always bring out your longboard and have so much fun. Whereas with shortboarding, you kind of need more juice and more power to get into the wave, and then you're kind of doing bigger slashing turns. Whereas longboarding, you're just kind of cruising or nose riding and different style. So yeah, and then with the competition side of things, shortboarding is kind of more supported for some reason. Like shortboarding got popular in the early '80s and late '70s when boards were like, oh, you can ride boards that are this short and with this fin setup, and it just became more of a sponsored sport, kind of like how snowboarding kind of got really cool and is in the X Games and stuff like that. It's like shortboarding. So with the longboarding, sometimes people think it's like, oh, it's more like too old school or something like that, and it's not quite as big or as popular, I guess.